Hi, you guys. I'm back. Yay. Just give me some time. This is the best lighting I could find. If you want a personal, my email is in the description. All right. So, I'm kind of in a hurry, but I wanted to get these out. So, yeah, let's see. Okay, there's a balancing. There's some things you have to cut through, though. This is not the time to get lazy. That's what I just heard. This is not the time to get lazy. This is the time to slow down and process things as things are unfolding. But it's not the time to get lazy. It's not the time to start doubting yourself. It's not the time to get weary, okay? Because you becoming fully one with yourself, fully heightened to this other level that we have all been working to get with, is about to shift in either upright emperor or reverse, okay? This is a time of a staggering, kind of walking on a thin line type energy into, what is it called? Initiation energy again. So this is not the time to get weary or weak or lazy in your path, okay? Stay on yourself, stay on your shadow work, stay, what's that shit called? Stay balanced, okay? Stay in that mirror. What's this justice card? During this balancing out, right, that I saw earlier, there's going to be moments of weakness, or maybe you have already experienced this weakness. This weakness is something that you're dealing with within, again, when it comes to your path, your behavior, your emotions, all right? Maybe you have been severely tested the past few days. It could be even with your thoughts, your actions towards self. Again, physical laziness for some of you, all right? This is meant to tear you down. It's meant to, but you're not meant to stay there. It's the Six of Cups. It's almost like the final, it's like getting rid of that residue before you can actually rest. You have to actually face yourself during this time. And when I say face yourself, I mean really face yourself. Maybe you've done the spiritual work, maybe you've done the shadow work, right? And now you've been put in the position where you're literally feeling and festering that old energy that you thought you completely got rid of. And it's not that you haven't, it's just that you have to walk back through that shadow to understand how it felt to be that low vibrational being, to understand how it felt to act in those ways. Because now that your frequency has heightened, and now that you know that the way you were operating was less than tasteful, it's only right for you to walk back through that energy to really understand and cultivate, like, I don't want to be like this. I don't want to feel like this. Does that make sense? But, okay, anyway. This Page of Wands. If you remain steadfast, and if you remain like humble and hard on yourself, you'll walk away from this energy. I feel like a lot of us are dropping into kind of like a descent before you actually ascend. Right? Because if you face the shadow, you face the mirror. If you've integrated your shadow, you have heightened to an extent. But it's almost like, as above, so below. You have to descend again in order to ascend one more time. The final time, right? I think we've been saying that too. So this is like the final descent. You have to drop back into that lower portion of yourself to really take control. and to really feel what it feels like to be that low vibration again, to be tempted by it, to almost fester it up. Okay? This is Knight of Pentacles. Okay, remember when I said slow down and observe and process? Don't just try to brush past these uncomfortable feelings that you're feeling. Don't just walk past them. Don't act like they're not there. Don't try to get back into that energy of denial, that energy of not being accountable. Slow down, feel it, observe it, and you'll come out more wealthy spiritually and within, right? Like I said, you got to descend before you can ascend. Okay? So this is a tough time for a lot of you, including myself. It's a tough time. See, you're blinded to the fact. Right now, you may be feeling kind of at a crossroads. You may be feeling kind of wonky, like maybe you've been at this like spiritual high, like everything is peaking, only for you to, again, like I said, descend. But this is all a part of it. You're really ascending right now if you stay steadfast. I keep hearing steadfast. I don't know. If you stay steadfast, if you don't become lazy, if you don't succumb to the test, this is initiation. So right now you're kind of like, you don't see what's happening. You're just feeling the descension. Okay, but the descension is really so you can ascend to your highest form. All right? You just gotta be it. You gotta be, I just heard that. You just have to be it. You have to be it. And it's funny because a lot of my readings for the past few weeks, I've been saying, what have I, uh-oh, it just left. I've been saying, put what you've learned into action. This is the time to put it into action. Okay? And we got the Six of Swords at the bottom. What's this Emperor? See, this Emperor, this challenged Emperor with this Ten of Swords. That Ten of Swords is a painful final burial of who you were, which we talked about too. The final burial, the actual death of who you are within, of who you used to be, only to come out with the Ten of Cups. You have to descend, but don't stay there. Don't stay there. This is the time. This is the time to just be it. To be what you have learned. To be the new energy that you have taken on. This is the time. During this time of questioning your path even, maybe you've even questioned your beliefs. During this time of shame for some of you, of embarrassment maybe, falling back into that old energy, this is the time you shine the light on this finally and say, this is not what I want to be. I've learned better, I know better, right? But now these things have actually been physically put in front of me. And maybe some of you are literally feeling like, you're literally feeling like this weird lower self nostalgia. Does that make sense? This reading's not going to be long, so I'm about to end it, I guess. Anything else? Keep looking forward. Don't be confused. Don't look back. Don't let this time of descent make you question all your work. This is the time to observe and understand that this is not the way, and the way is the things I've learned, and now it's just time for you to be it. Okay? And you might be going through some mental chaos, I just heard mirror chaos for some of you, some spiritual chaos, right? This is the time to gain control, full, complete control. You can't gain control without revisiting those things, like really revisiting those things. You've reflected, now it's time to revisit. Does that make sense? Then we got the Six of Swords and the Hierophant overall, okay? See, it says observer at the bottom. This is actually a blessing that you've got to this point. It's a blessing that you've got to the point of descending, revisiting those things. Because again, it's the time for you to conquer it. But don't stay there. Co-create and reverse. Don't stay there. Don't stay there. This is the time to completely regenerate. Okay? So have fun. Thanks for watching.